isn't it amazing how enlightenment, which is just to be natural, can be so elusive? You'd think it would be the easiest thing in the world. You'd think it'd be the easiest thing in the world. It speaks to the maze of amazement that this universe is. We get so enamored and so lost to our notions and to things that we lose sense of our own self. How is that possible, you know? Some people think this notion of enlightenment is so amazing. What's really amazing is the fact that people can live life unenlightened, that people can lose the sense of their own divinity, even in the name of their divinity, even in the name of being good. People lose an understanding of what it means to be good. In the name of our notions of harmony, we lose an understanding of what it means to live in harmony. Life is just that subtle. The razor's edge, the eye of the needle, just that sublime. You know, when I go to India and lecture, it's very interesting because my experience in India, when I lecture in India, is very different. And I think it's because in India, for generations now, the people have been raised with these notions of karma and freedom from desire and all the different metaphysical concepts that are, relatively speaking, new in mainstream America. And so in India, I think they've had many, many years to start to take a look at it and say, you know, there's too many holes in that bucket. You know, something's not really making sense here. So when I speak in India about this, their jaws drop and they're wide-eyed, and it's like, this makes sense. Whereas in the United States, we're still, you know, very young with it. And we think, oh, I've read this book, I read Vivekananda, I've studied Buddhism for 30 years, I get it, you know. In India, I think they're a little more humble in their relationship with it. Just as an example, the notion of freedom from desire. Even in India, there are people that think, oh, okay, it says in the spiritual literature, I should be free from a desire, I should be unattached. And so I don't care what happens tomorrow because I'm on a spiritual path and I have to be free from desire. Doesn't matter, vanilla chocolate ice cream, I'm beyond desire, I'm beyond attachment, free from affinity and aversion, doesn't matter. And they think they're growing spiritually. It's a big mistake. Freedom from desire, what that means is there's a level of your being, the unified field, that already is one with everything. So how could it possibly desire anything? It already is that. But that is a reality. There's another reality that is all about duality. It's a field of wanting. It's the field of separation. It's the field of longing, longing to unify. And on that level, desire is normal and healthy. Living that paradox, living those simultaneously valid yet contradictory realities simultaneously. Being awake to that level of your being that's free of desire, and at the same time having a preference between vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Makes all the difference. And someone who's been struggling, like when I give my lectures in India, for people struggling with this idea of freedom from desire, when you bring clarification to it, it's like balm on a wound. It's like, oh, of course. Now it makes sense. Right brain and left brain. The heart and the mind. Both unifying, both satisfied. That's the path. You see? And I don't need to teach anything. All I need to do is touch that place inside where you already know everything. And then what's the feeling? Ah,